Well,
Can we give it a try?
maybe not.
Maybe not? Oh.
Your mic's working.
My mic's working. Okay, that's good.
I don't know if the stream is. I don't know what's... It's something... sorry, I'm not finishing sentences.
No, don't worry about it. I get it.
Okay, maybe we should just mute your mic and use his.
Just mute it?
Yeah.
I bet it'll feel
What?
Bennett boots it up. Dimitrov in there, but now picked up by Nick. Nice play by Christensen. Dimitrov with it over to Bartolomeus. Bartolomeus up to Dimitrov. Dimitrov keeps his balance too after a little push. Bartolomeus over to Batal. Batal, one touch in the middle there, kick, and Bach with a good save, but he kind of kicked it at him. Good defense by Avail. That was a good chance by the Mustangs. Bach with it, throws it up. Finds Scudding on, but that's going to go out. Bowers is... And Redzima on the free kick for Avail. Headed out by Scott, and Bowers with it off the side of his foot. Bounced up, and Mueller gets it. Headed it off. Defended well. Oop, maybe a little handball there by Mueller. Just the bounce got him there. Free kick here for Scott and the Avail. Far corner, that should bounce out. Grant Bennett picks it up. Methodically bring it up and punt it off the side of his foot. Nick on his foot gets it and kicks it up, and Rennie's right there, but picked up again by Bennett. He's just gonna wait for someone to come in. Van Geest is gonna come up. He's just gonna kick it to the corner and wait for him and pick it up. Every second counts here when you're up 1-0. You typically are going to slow the game down. Bennett punts it. Nice punt, Vital off of his head. Nice push in the back by 23, no call. Dimitrov scanning it off Nick's body, and then Scott back to Nick to Dimitrov. Dimitrov in the middle. Now scanning. Now finds tries to find Bartolomeus. Nice place by Young Chuck, and then Johnson with it. And maybe a little embellishment there. I'm sure that hurts.
Oh, come on!
So, Johnson gets a yellow card for that. I think Nick has that get hit a little bit, but looked like he get hit a lot down. Looks like Jacob Kim's going to come in. Jaden Rennie is going to check in as well. And if Jaden Rennie had a little injury or something, maybe Nick is a little slow to get up. Definitely got hit in the shin. Jaden Rennie coming in for Kim's going to check in for Bowers. 36-17 left. First yellow card issued. The game doesn't really start till Johnson gets a yellow card, so now we can get this game going. Looks like Ani's going to line up this free kick. And he does. Finds Van Geest. Kim on the defense. Nice little play by Van Geest and out to the middle. Deflected, but Rennie with it kicks it out. He's going for Avail. Scudding up. Throw in. Rennie, Jaden Rennie. Bounced around, scudding up. Kai High in the middle there. Young Chuck back up front. Scudding out, back out to Scott. Scott finds a defender, Ani. Ani over to Bruin. Bruin in the middle, he finds Young Chuck, but off of Mustang, and now Christensen has it. Trying to find Aircraft, but defended well, and Jaden Rennie, or that's Bartolomeus, kicked up here, see if Vital can get to it, being defended off by Ani, back to Toma. Toma in the middle of Jaden Rennie with it. Tries to get off a shot. Not much on it. Bach picks it up. Bach looking, throws it. A little overhand throw, but Bartolomeus gets his head on it. Scudding up to Van Geest. Kim on him. And back to Bruin. Vital there in the middle. Mueller on top of Reynolds. Nice play by Mueller, and then kicked up by Atoma. Vital off his head over to Bruin. Bruin over to Reynolds. Reynolds to the middle, scudding on. One touch to Redzima. Kai High gets his foot on it. Over to Dimitrov. Dimitrov one to Vital. Vital trying to line it up. He does, and kicks it wide. Will be a goal kick for Avail. Unfortunately, my broadcasting out here in the elements and the parents nearby, I gotta keep my comments to myself. Let's go, brother! Bach lines up his goal kick, looking for something. Makes an easy kick over to Bruin. Atoma in pursuit. Atoma with a nice tackle. Atoma looking, crosses it off the foot of Ani. Jaden Rennie settles it. Rennie into Atoma. Atoma gets through both players into the middle and off Ani's foot. Ani boots it out of there. Rennie tried to clear it, but Kim with a nice touch to Rennie, and Rennie out to Bartolomeus. Bartolomeus looking for the corner, being chased down by Scuddinga. He goes to the middle, kicks it up, and Bach makes the play. He picks it up, throws it quickly. Mueller's going to get on top of Reynolds there, and he breaks it up, and Jaden Rennie now on his foot. Rennie to Atoma. Atoma. Back to Mueller. Mueller. Tries to find Rennie, couldn't do it, but off the side of Scott's foot, now bouncing around. Jaden Rennie, I'm sorry, that's Grayson Rennie. Rennie to Atoma. Atoma to Dimitrov, and Dimitrov would have had a chance to pick it on his foot. Kai High off his head. Good job, Jake! And Young Chuck in the middle. He turns it, has a little space. For some odd reason he passed it. No Avail, and Jaden Rennie with it. Jaden up to Jaden Dimitrov. Dimitrov being chased down by a couple of Avail players. He decides to try to find Bartolomeus. He couldn't do it. That'll be a goal kick. Oh, wait a second. There's a whistle. Looks like they're going to call a foul, maybe? I don't know. It's a corner kick. Here we go. That makes a little more sense. Deflected off an Avail player, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Mustangs. Let's see what they dial up this time. Mustangs have scored a lot of goals on their corner kicks. They got a whole slew of players on the far side of the box. Let's see what happens here. Here comes Dimitrov. Nice kick again. Headed off by Rennie. It's bouncing around and it goes in! Rennie with the goal off the defender, and it's 2-0 Mustangs. Another assist by Dimitrov and another goal for Rennie off a corner kick and a header, and it's 2-0 Mustangs. 31 minutes and counting. Rennie. Yeah. Grayson. Grayson Rennie on the goal. Kicked off by Avail. 2-0 now Mustangs. Nice play by Totino to kick it away from Scott. Over to Ani. Batal in his face. Ani kicks it out to Young Chuck. Young Chuck now playing back on defense again. Nice pass into Mick, but he couldn't keep it. Good job, Jake. Rennie clears it out to be a throw-in for Avail. Right. Van Geest got open there, but Rennie comes back to defend it. Good speed by Van Geest. Throw in Rigsma, headed off by Rennie, and Bartolomeus will get some possession here. Get chased down by Scuddington. He slows it up, finds Dimitrov. Dimitrov to the middle to Batal. Batal lets it go through, and here comes Bartolomeus. Lots of Avail defenders. He brings it down off his foot, tried to get past him, but nice play. And Young Chuck clears it off the head of Ridzimon to Grayson Rennie. Grayson off to Kai Hai. Kai Hai surveying off to Bartolomeus. Nice play there. Kim with it. Kim. Finds Kai Hai. Good play by Jacob Kim. To Bartolomeus, to the middle, couldn't find Dimitrov, and finds the foot of Mick. Mick carries it up. Through ball. Here comes Rennie. Grant Bennett picks it up with Van Geest in pursuit. Rennie was there, but Bennett made the call. I'll pick up the ball. He does, and here's his punt into the middle of the field. Off the foot of Rennie. Nice deflection, but not a connection. Young Chuck up to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to turn it, but Mueller there, and same with Jaden. Rennie to Kai Hai. Kai Hai with it. Trying to get around Scuddington. Can't do it. Nice defense. Jacob Kim with a nice play there. But they're going to call a foul before. They're going to call up a foul before. Not on Jacob Kim. Called it on Kai Hai. Kai Hai had the foul. They let it play on, and then he whistled it as soon as he loses the ball. So Kai Hai gets the foul, not Jacob Kim. Got to correct some of these parents. That's why I like being away from the parents. Pre-kicked in here by Avail, and Mick has it on his plate, but Jaden Rennie makes a nice play, but still kicked around Van Geest with it. Now Mick is trying to gather it in, hits it up and over the head of Rennie, and then that'll be picked up by the goalie, Bennett. Bennett just rolls it up to Christensen, up to Mueller. Mueller one touch over to Rennie. Picked up by Ridzima over to Van Geest. Van Geest can't connect, but Mueller has it. He just kicked it wildly, and then Christensen clears it. See if Batal can get it. Nice play by Banstra, and then booted up by Atoma. And the race might be on here. Kicked over to the side. Nice play by Ani. And then a better play by Atoma. So now Batal picks it up. Kicked back by a defender. Dimitrov gets in the middle of it. Bach's going to try to get there, and he does. He picks it up, quickly throws it up to Ridzima. Ridzima to Scop. Scop down the middle, trying to find a through ball. He does actually find the player. Rennie though in defense. Mick with it. Mick to Reynolds. Reynolds just kicks it kind of off the side of his foot. Grant Bennett comes out. Nice little play there. He played the little bounce and just picked it up and throws it up to Bartolomeus. A little bit of space here. Dimitrov scanning the field. Kicks it through, and Bartolomeus has it. Bartolomeus down in the corners, got Banstra to beat, gets to the middle, cuts through, and they're going to let that play out. No, it's going to be a penalty kick for the Mustangs. Bartolomeus makes a play, and the defender put his leg out, tripped him up, and it'll be a penalty kick here for the Mustangs. Hey, Jacob! Time! 26:54 left in this game. 2-0 Mustangs, and now another chance here to add to it. Jaden Dimitrov's going to take this penalty kick. Block the goaltender. 2-0 Mustangs. Here's a great chance to make it 3-0. On the whistle, and here comes the kick. Dimitrov buries it into the corner. Now it'll be 3-0 Mustangs. The Maranatha Mustangs taking it to Avail. Still a lot of time left in this one. 26:54 left, and that is 3 goals Mustangs, 0 for Avail Academy Valor. Avail with the kickoff. All the way back to Rizma. Rizma back out to Scuddinga. Scuddinga to the middle. Van Gies deflects it. Christensen kicks it back up. Kai High over to Dimitrov to Bartolomeus. Bartolomeus to Batal. Batal back to Bartolomeus. It's clean. It's good. Bartolomeus into the corner over the head. Headed off by Scott and Nick with it. Reynolds now taps it up, but Mueller kicks it up. Played up by Toma and Scott fighting over it.
Big man. Good job.
Van Gies now kicks it up and to the middle, and Mick might have a chance here, but Rennie's there to foil it on his foot. He decides just to clear it, and he does, and there'll be a throw-in for Avail. 26 minutes and running here. Headed off by Kim. Throwing for Avail. Rizma throwing it in. Easy bounce and catch by the goalie.
It's 2-0. Is it 3-0?
Yeah, it's 3-0, but he didn't update the scoreboard. It's 3-0 here. Mustangs over Avail. Hunted by Bennett and picked up by Vital here and kicked away here. See if Atoma can get a hold of it. Headed it up, trying to stay in position. Good job by Atoma. Vital now on his foot. He tries to find it through. He can't. Deflected off by Avail. Atoma with a nice tackle, but he's going to get called with a foul and a free kick for the Valor. Big kick by Scott, and Grant Bennett will just simply wait for someone to come up, and Gies does, and then Grant Bennett picks it up. Under 25 minutes, Bennett will punt it. He does. Finds the foot of Mick, though. Rennie with a little bit of a shove there. Scott with the head off, and then Mick shoving players all over the place, and we'll see what happens. And he's going to get assessed this is a little dangerous here, and there's going to be a yellow card on he's going to give a yellow card to Jaden Rennie, which I don't think is real fair. I'm not sure. I didn't see him head off, but Mick's going to get a yellow card. He probably deserved one before that. In fact, he was real close to getting a red card, considering that. I'm not sure what happened with Rennie if he fought back on that, but
Win the fight, Cayman.
Philip Hanchard comes in for Rennie. Not something we want to see at this point in the game. It's 3-0. 24 minutes left. If this was more of a one-goal game, maybe you would see stuff.
Time, 20 seconds. Don't let the coach tell you. I don't know who got that, Sam. Ready? Thank you.
They have some timer issues. The guy on the timer is one of the Avail parents, so he's definitely not trying to not stop the clock. They would prefer to have more time. They're going to put 24-20 on it.
Thank you.
You should be able to reset this. All right, so hopefully cooler heads will prevail. And Dimitrov kicks it off on the free kick. Headed off by Bartolomeus. Deflected off by the defense. And throw in for the Mustangs. Clock winding down. There should be about 24 minutes left by the time this throw-in comes out. We've got multiple guys coming in. Bartolomeus coming out. Dimitrov coming out. Let's see if Maranatha can keep this game where it's at. These new defenders. Scott with the header, Reds him off his foot. Christensen kicks it up into the middle of the field. Scott with the header, trying to find Reynolds. Reynolds off his foot, and then Bowers makes a nice little play, but couldn't keep it. And Bruin clears it, and then Mueller heads it off, and Christensen in the corner. Mueller finds Bruin for the Avail and then off Bauer's foot, and it'll be a throw-in for Avail.
Oh, really? That's what.
Scop on the throw-in off Reynolds' foot. Christensen boots it to the middle. Bauer's in pursuit. Here comes Vanstrom. Vanstrom off Scudding's foot. Then off to Young Chuck. He just kicks it up. And Rennie does the same thing on the other side. Vital, though, heads it off and find a teammate. Actually, Atoma is there. Now Bowers tries to settle it, waiting for the bounce. Little one-touch over to Hancher. And then Atoma has it. Atoma to the corner, being defended by Bruin. Gets around him. Nice little play by Atoma, but on top of the net. And there'll be a goal kick for the Avail Academy Valor. Bach will set it on the goal kick line, the 6-yard line. Inside 23 minutes. Bach kicks it to Reynolds, but Mueller's right there.
Come on, Green.
Kai to Vital, one touch to Asiago, and Banstra kicks it, and that'll be out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Grayson Rennie will come and get it. We'll get another sub. Williams coming in for, looks like Vital's coming off. Under 22 minutes, 3-0. Mustangs over to Valor. Rennie throws it in, and actually off the foot of the defender. We'll get a corner kick for the Mustangs. Let's see who takes this corner kick with all the subs that they've had. It'll be interesting who takes this. I'm going to try to take a guess. It might be Rennie. No, it will be. Grayson Rennie will take it. Let's see if Grayson Rennie, usually he's on the other side of the coin on this one, so let's see what he has up his sleeve here. Grayson Rennie on the corner. Kicks it to the top. And Mueller was there, but he couldn't knock it down. Reynolds with it. He just boots it up, and Atoma now. Atoma over to Hanchar. Hanchar trying to keep hold of it. Off Williams. It was off a Vail defender, so a throw in for the Mustangs. Christensen will throw it in. Off the foot of Rezuma. We've got a handball here. Quickly kicked up by Rezuma to Mick. Mick being defended by Bowers, and he boots it up. And Christensen and Van Giesen. Van Giesen actually gets it. He sticks his foot out, but there's a shot here by 13. And Grant Bennett makes the save. A little close play there. Van Giesen pursued, and then the ball got kicked aside by Bennett. And then Scuddinga with a little boot, but not enough on it to get there. Now Rennie. Nice play by Rennie. Kicks it off to Kim. Kim up to Asiago, but Young Chuck there, and now Mick with it. Rennie intercepts it. Hale to the middle here, but a little too much on it, and Bennett will scoop it up.
Good idea, Green. Let's go, Green!
Bennett throws it up to Atoma. See if Atoma can settle it in. He does. Back to Mueller. Mueller all day into the middle off the head of Rezuma, and then Kai-Hai with it. Kai-Hai, nifty move there. Asiago can't quite get there. And Rennie settles it. Rennie passed Van Giest over to Kim. Kim down the sideline. Nice play, but just a little off. It's the right play, just to make the connection. Williams in pursuit. Mick with it, finds Scuddinga over to Ridgeland.
Nice, Jake.
Over to Mick. Mick over to Van Giest. Van Giest dribbling. Nice tackle by Kim and picked up by Kai-Hai. Van Giest showing some good speed. Kai-Hai tries to turn it. He does. And Asiago on the foot. Van Giest gets it back. Nice play by Van Giest. Reynolds going to chase this down. Rennie, though, defending him. And Rennie easily gets the ball from him, but kicked out of bounds by Scott. And it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Winding down to 18 minutes left in this game.
Go green!
Rennie throws it in off the head of a Toma. Rizuma gets his head in there. Hanchar. Now Bowers with the left foot, trying to find Asiago. Asiago will chase this down. See if he can settle it. He does. Scudding. He boots it in, but that'll be an easy pickup for the goalie. Bennett's again just going to wait. Just going to wait. Just played into the corner here, waiting for Van Gies to come down, and he'll pick it up. 17:40 left in this game. Kim with it. Kim off the side of his foot. Boot it up, but that's going to be... Oh, actually, that's going to be offsides because Grayson Rennie was actually behind that player. And they'll get a throw-in for the not for the Mustangs, for the Valor. Looked like that was going to be an obvious offsides call, but actually Grayson Rennie was behind the Avail player that was coming back. Throw in by Rizuma. He had both feet down. Headed up. It's going to be a goal kick for the Mustangs, and Bartolomeus is going to come back in. He'll give Galetta Atoma a rest. 16:50 left. Christensen will take the goal kick. A little bit of wind in there in his face. Kicked off here, a couple of headers. Hanchar gets it out of the air. Rizuma being defended by Williams. Williams with the left shoulder and should get a throw in for the Mustangs. Going to compliment the ball boy over on the far side. He's just doing a heck of a job every time there's a throw in. He's right there, and of course he's running down to get that other ball. Nice place by Scott to try and scudding out of Reynolds, but Mueller steps up and kicks it, headed off the Danstra. Settled in by Rizuma, but kicked off by Williams, and Scott with it. Asiago running back off the deflection from Mueller via throw-in for Avail. Under 16 minutes. Scott boots it up, but Bennett should get this off the bounce. He does.
Dive on it. Drop it, dive on it. Do it.
Booted off by the goalie. Bartolomeus gets it out of the air and onto his foot. A little bit of space here for the Mustangs to operate. Bartolomeus past Youngchuck. Let's see if he can get past another one. Past Banstra. Now he's going to reset it. Tried to get through him again. Couldn't do it a second time. And then scudding out has it with it. Nice play by Williams, but that'll be a throw-in for the Valor. Under 15 minutes left in this game. Rizuma throws it to the middle, headed off by Bowers. Nice play. Asiago with it. They need to talk there. I don't know if he was passing it or just trying to gather it. Williams now with it. He tries to turn, deflected off by Bruin. Hanchard kicks it in. And Williams chases it down. He's in the box trying to find some space, finds Asiago behind him. Hanchard and Asiago looking, but Asiago with it. And he kicks it back to Mueller. Mueller's looking. And too much hesitation there. But he ends up getting it back and kicks it up and over the head of Asiago via throw-in. Sometimes when you have a little too much time, you put a little too much thought in it. And it looks like Mueller did just that. High with it, heads it off, and Bowers has it. Bowers on one touch to Williams. Williams actually fanned on it, but not a bad play. And then the Avail defender's just waiting for it to be a goal kick. Good play by Ani there. Didn't have to make a play, and it'd be a goal kick for Avail. Bach will take the goal kick. 13:50 left in this game. 3-0 Mustangs in this semifinals 5A sections. Young Chuck in the box. Here comes Bowers. Bowers into the middle to Hanchar. Hanchar, one touch but couldn't find a teammate and kicked it off the middle here. Rennie here just decides to chip it up. Headed off by Bruin. Hanchar, swing and a miss there. Mueller, nice aggressive play. Now Bowers has it. One touch to Kai-Hai. Kai-Hai looked to the corner. Good idea, but Bartolomeus wasn't quite there, and it'll be a goal kick for Avail, and we'll get a sub coming in for MCA. Winding down to 13 minutes. Justin Perez coming in for Philip Hanchar.
Go green!
Booted up by Ani. Mueller off the header there, deflected, and then Christensen kicks it up. Bowers with the head, nice play by Bowers. Kicked up, see if Van Gies can get there. He does. Rennie in the back. Rennie looks like he's playing more of a sweeper position, just maintaining that back stance. Asiago kicks it back to Mueller. Headed off by Bruin, and then Rezema off his foot to Scott. Rennie just kicks it up and out. Be a throw-in for Avail. Thrown in by Avail. Good play by, that's Bowers. And then picked up by Van Gies. Van Gies with the lefty. Got his leg on it, but defended well by Christensen, and Bartolomeus gets it. Scudding off. A lot of hustle. He's been really just hustling. He must be in really good shape. He's just been running all over the field. Makes a nice play there, right off Bartolomeus and throwing for Avail. Kim gets it off his foot, but Nick gets it there, and Christensen tackles him to the middle. Williams. Williams one touch to Bowers. Bowers chips it up to himself, see if he can get through the defense, deflect it off, and Ani's going to go get it. He'll kick it up. Kai-Hai settles it. And off a defender, be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Grayson Rennie here, 11:15 left. He's going to take his time, sub again. And Dimitrov back in for the Maranatha Mustangs. Rennie, nice throw in to Bartolomeus. He keeps it in play. Then he splits the defense somehow, and he gets it up to Williams, and then kicked away by the Valor. And then Rennie just defends his position off to Bartolomeus, and then he's going to get by Young Chuck. And Vanstra waiting for him. He kicks it, but that's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick for the Mustangs. Dimitrov back in there. Took a good 10-minute break, maybe even 15. It's good to see some of these regulars getting a little time off. Dimitrov gives the signal. Let's see what these young Mustangs can do. There's a lot of subs in there. See what happens. Dimitrov, beautiful kick into the middle, deflected by Bartolomeus, and then Williams with a decent chance. Almost was a handball, but Dimitrov actually gets trucked, but they're not going to make that call. It was more of a collision, not much to get too worried about, and a throw-in for Avail. Anytime you see some collisions in the box, you don't know how those are going to go. Scott over to Mick. Mick slides it up. Van Gies with it, and Rennie's back there. He tries to find a teammate in the middle. Reynolds. Bowers back. Reynolds trying to do his best. He gave a nice little shove to Bowers. Bowers kicks it out. Under 10 minutes left. I think Avail would like to get on the board. Bowers kicks it up, and Dimitrov picks it up. Dimitrov trying to find Bartolomeus far side. Young Chuck there. He tips it to Bruin. I'm sorry, that's Ani. Ani back up, and then Dimitrov with it. Dimitrov is defended up by, no call there. Dimitrov on the floor. Here comes Avail. Puts through, and Van Gies has it. Van Gies, and it's a save by Bennett. He picks it up, and now they're going to stop the clock, and I think Dimitrov got hit here and maybe just hurt his back a little bit. We're inside 9 minutes. Grant Bennett with a nice little save there. interesting non-call. Got to be careful here. They don't need to be talking to the ref. If you're the captain, you can talk to the ref. The coach is coming out, kind of talking here. Sometimes this game gets a little physical, and right there was that. I think Dimitrov will be okay. He's walking off. I'm sure it's going to leave a mark, if you will, and he'll be a little bit sore on that one. Bennett with the save to preserve his shutout. Van Gies had a wide open. I mean, nice little play over the top of Rennie, and then had a free shot. But Bennett with the, I believe he got his arm on it. And we'll just have a simple drop ball. And the clock will get going. 8:55, 8:50, as soon as he punts it here. Bennett punts it, nobody home. Bounces up through, haven't seen that very often. Scott didn't get it out of the air. He boots it to the middle, and here comes Mick. Nice play by Hanshar. And then Rennie decides to blast it and actually deflect it off Mick. Now Williams trying to gather it. He does. He's bumping players around. He probably needs to be careful. And now Mick has it in the middle. Kim in pursuit. Kim right there gets to the ball first, and then pushed away by Mick. Pushed away again. And Kim doing a really good job being pulled. And they'll finally call Mick on there. Nice little grab and a push, and finally a call. Looked like he committed about 3 fouls on that play. Jacob Kim getting good position with his foot on the ball. He's, you know, so I was surprised they didn't call it earlier, but they waggled his flag, and he grabbed Jacob Kim's jersey. It was a pretty easy call. Christensen on the free kick, under 8 minutes. Bartolomeus keeps it into play. Back to Kim. Kim boots it up. Good idea by Kim. Kai High in pursuit. Young Chuck there. Kai High will be in the pass. Good play. The ball stays in play. Just leave it go. And there's Christensen. Christensen will head it. And won't touch it. But now a very good play by Christensen. And now Van Gies with it. He's waiting for his teammates. Into the middle of the field. Finds Mick. Mick one touch, and then Rennie's going to boot it out. See if Bartolomeus can get there.
The ball moving, Avail! Right, Green!
Couple good chances by Avail.
We got Green!
Redzima with the throw in. There's my inside the box. Rennie gets it. He's going to boot it out. Mick gets his foot on it. Now Williams with it. Williams up to Bartolomeus. Back to Williams. Williams back to Bartolomeus. Bartolomeus brings it up. And just continue with some possession. Tries to get through and tipped away by Redzima. And Williams over to Hanshar. Hanshar pushed off by Mick, but then Hanshar gets it back. Kicks it away, young Chuck there, booted it off High's shoulder, and now Bartolomeus with it. Back to Kim. Kim one touch and then pushed off the ball by Van Gies. Nice play by Kim, and then Christensen. They'll just boot it out and thrown in. Got to give credit to this Avail team. They're definitely just sticking with it and playing it all the way to the end. A lot of hustles out there. Headed off by Scott, and then Rennie boots it out, and that'll be a throw-in on the other side of the field for Avail. 6 minutes, under 6 minutes remaining. Ani got the throw-in. Ani throws it up. Justin Perez gets into the action. He knocks it down and bringing it up. Asiago now. Asiago bringing it up. Surveying the field. Mustangs can be deliberate, but Hanshar can't get his foot on it, and picked up. Nice play by Bowers. And then went off the referee. He's going to whistle it dead. Avail should get the drop ball. Would have been 5:20. Hanshar here with the drop ball. He didn't really do much with it. And then Redzima over the Jacob Kim up to Bartolomeus. It's out of bounds. Be a throw-in for Avail. Redzima with the throw-in. Finds Mick's head. Justin Perez there. Van Geese. Over to Scop. Scop in the middle. Rennie. He's just going to boot it down. Bruin gets into the mix and over to Mick. Mick over to Scop. Scop over to Rizma. There's about 2 defenders on him. Kim clears it. Headed off by Banstra, and then Bartolomeus gets it. He's looking up. Behind him is Scott. That would have been a foul if it wasn't kicked off to Williams. Now Young Chuck with it. Young Chuck's going to turn it. That's played by Young Chuck, but right into the middle, and then booted away by Scott.
Oh, hey!
And they're going to call the foul there. 4 minutes left in this game. 3-0 Mustangs. Ridzema on the free kick. Puts it up to Scott. Scott to Scuddinga. Scuddinga tries a one-touch at Kai High. Back to Mick. Mick looking ahead. Gets it over to Reynolds, and Bennett's over there, and he's just going to slow play it into the corner. Reynolds comes up, and then he picks up the ball. 3:40 left. And he rolls it up. Rennie. Nobody near him. Reynolds in pursuit now. Rennie just boots it up. Just trying to kill the clock here. Asiago in pursuit, but then Scott with it. Kicks it up to Mick. I'm sorry, that's Van Geese. Van Geese with it. Van Geese over Reynolds. And Bowers with a nice play. That's a handball. Handball, free kick for Mustangs. 3 minutes left in this one. Christensen on the free kick for the Mustangs. He boots it up. Banstra knocks it down. Kai High with it. Kai High back with it. Over to Bartolomeus. Bartolomeus. And he'll probably take it into the corner. He's been here a lot. Been a good game by Bartolomeus, and we should get a corner kick here. Nope, they're going to give it a goal kick. This is Bartolomeus. Goal kick will stop the clock. 2:35 left in this game. More subs coming in. Sam Olsen's going to come in for the goal. Grant Bennett will walk out of here with a shutout in the semifinals. Justin Perez coming off. Philip Hancher coming off. Nate Williams coming off. And we'll get this game going here. Free kick by Ani. Toma, nice header there. Looked a little like that might have hurt. Bartolomeus defended well. Kim steps up. And Bartolomeus again. 2:20 left. He goes to the middle this time. Tries to find Kai High. Kai High over to Atoma. Atoma with it. He's got a chance here. Finds a backside. Vital kicks it on the floor. 2:05 left. Bach with it. He boots it down and see what happens here off the head of Scott. Rennie in pursuit. Van Geese there as well. Christensen. Kim with it. Nice play by Van Geese to get it back. Now Kim in the mix here. Final touch. Vital now. Vital will boot it to the far side. See if Asiago can settle it. He tries, and he does. Nice play by Asiago to keep it in. To the middle, here's Atoma. 1:30 left in this game. Reynolds. In the middle, but Kai High interrupts that. And now Nick with it. And then pushed off by Bowers. Nice play by Bowers again. We've said his name a lot today. Kai High with it, boots it up, and Young Chuck will hit it. He's going to turn and fire, and now go to Scuddinga. Scuddinga is looking up, and Kai High's right there, off to Scott. Scott's going to boot it down, and Wilson's going to come up, back up, and play it off his foot and wait for it. We're under 1 minute, 1 minute remaining in this one. He's going to pick it up. Woo! Sam Olsen, the backup goalie, doesn't get a lot of time, but it looks like he's a little excited. Let's see what he does here with this punt. He punts it off into the middle of the field. 43 seconds left off the head of Scott, and Resima with it. One touch over to Mick. Mick deflects it, and Rennie clears it out. Resima off his head, off Scott's head, over Bowers in there now. weird play. Mick has it in the middle of the field. Mick's going to fire it up and out to the right. 20 seconds left. Sam Olson's going to get this ball. We got 15 seconds left, and we're just going to count this down for a Mustang victory. They'll head off to the Section 5A finals. They'll face the winner of Crystal Ray and the other team they're playing. This is a great win by the Mustangs. Good job all around. They played a very team game. I think they came in here with a plan and they executed it really well. 3-0 Mustangs. Hopefully we'll be live on the next game. Again, Mark Johnson on the camera, Paul Bennett on the announcing, and Katie Brink is our producer. And another win for the Mustangs. We look forward to the next game. All right. You okay, Katie?
Yeah, just wondering, 'cause I don't know what
Yeah, right.
this is the streaming software.
Oh,
I'm thinking that if I go update the drivers now for the Microsoft update, that it would be fine. But it did record, so what I can do, I can see it in there. So like I sent the link to the first half one to the group meet.
Go, Mustang!